Marky Mark 90. What? How the fuck? What the hell is that? Don't make no fucking sense. Yo, what's up, Mike? Hello, peanut butter cup. Trying to figure out what the fuck's going on this thing here. That's weird. I don't know why that's like that. That's weird. Why does it say that? On my channel, it says Marky Mark at Marky Mark 9811. What the fuck is that? That's nothing to do with me. So how the hell is that on my channel? And I don't understand why it's on my channel. I didn't put that shit there. What the fuck? That's some whack ass shit. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know. That's weird. What's going on? How am I? I'm doing good. I'm here. Just here, chilling. Something's going on. It's like it's. Is it? You guys can hear me okay? It's like it looks like it's got a lag or something. Looks weird. Yeah, I don't understand that. Let me see. Yeah, I know. I don't know what's going on. That's weird. That is so weird. I'm gonna. You hear and see 100%? Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but like, it doesn't make any. This is I don't know. I don't know why on my homepage it says something. It said my name is like it says at Marky Mark 9811. That's nothing to do with me. I don't know why it says that shit on my channel. I never put that there. I swear, like people, I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. That's weird. And it still says it. Now, why does it say that? I don't understand why that says that. I never put that shit there at all. So I don't know if I've been hacked or something or what. That don't make no sense. Why would it say at Marky Mark 9811? What does that mean? I don't know why that shit's there. I never put that shit there. This don't make no sense. Let me see something here. This don't make no fucking sense. Oh, you can hear me now? Okay, bro, good. Hey, Milk Tea, how you doing? I'm doing good, thanks. Just trying to figure out some stuff on my, don't know why my, some thing says at Marky Mark at 998. I don't know what the heck that is. That's nothing to do with me. But I'm trying to figure out how I don't see that on here. Okay, maybe it's the subtitles. Nope. Customization. I don't know why it says that. It doesn't make any sense. I don't know. I'm gonna have to check. Oh, here it is. Oh, choose your unique handle by adding letters and numbers. So this says that I am Marky Mark 9811. So I guess that must be their new thing. It's a handle. Okay. I'm like, what the heck? I didn't put that shit there. That ain't nothing to do with me. All right, now I get it. All right, cool. I just had to figure out what that was because I've never seen that on my channel. It says at Marky Mark 9811. Apparently that's the handle or something. That's something new I read in the email that they're gonna do. I don't know. All right, Mike, I got your donation. Thank you, bro. You can go ahead and ask your question. That was weird. I had to check that because I was like, I didn't put that there. I didn't do it. I don't know why this is like acting up, but let me see something here. And I hope you guys can hear me and see me properly. It looks kind of like weird on my end. I don't know why. Okay. I haven't got yours yet, Peanut Butter Cup. I don't see yours. I got Mike's, but I don't see yours. Oh, there you go. I just got it. I just got it. When you hear the beep, there you go. Oh, nice. Cool. All right, so you know what the package was, and we had to. That's good. I'm glad. I'm happy for you. Sounds good. I wish I can have a piece. So you know what the package was, and we had a good, honest talk, and decided to still go. I feel like our energy together will be good. How will it go now that it is all open? Better you than me, bro. I don't forgive nothing. But hey, to each their own. I'm not expecting anybody to be like me. But you know, I'm a different breed. Okay, as far as how things are gonna go, I feel like you'll see her, and I still feel like you're gonna feel kind of weird, awkward. You're gonna feel like it's still a broken sequence, still a blockage. Um, I think you're gonna have to wait and then like see how things go. To be honest, that's what I got here. But like, if you expect the worst, then you're gonna get the worst. Like, I feel like she's gonna be. I feel like she's going to have like some type of influence on the whole thing. I feel like she's going to be. I feel like she's getting better though. Overall, yeah. I know you expect good, but when you see her, it might turn different. Might be a little different because the outside influence is still might not be. You might not contemplate all of that once you actually get there and see her for your own eyes and things like that. I feel like there's going to be some type of impatience, uneasiness. I feel like the anxiety will be there on and off. And whatever you do, don't spend too much time or money or effort on the whole situation. Try not to do that. All right. I still don't see like nothing seriously good here, and I don't see nothing seriously bad. It's like it's an up and down thing. It pretty much depends on you. I feel like she's gonna be okay, but I feel like you might end up, being the one who's sad at the end of the day, or you might be the one who's actually, going to maybe be kind of like, okay, well, that's the way it is. That's the way it is. And then there might be some conflict, or there might be some type of, up and down feelings. Well, I'm just telling you what you asked me. You asked me, how will it go now that it's all open? I know what I told you, but that's what I told you. But what you do is another thing, People, you can get triggered. You can get, you might see things or hear things, or once you actually see her face to face, things might change, Mike, But if you stick to your word and you don't you expect good and you have no animosity, then that's going to be different. But it also could be like, just you having that feeling in the back of your mind, like something else, or is everything being honest now? Now that I see you face to face, is it really this? Is it really that? You might have some doubts once you actually see her face to face. I feel like after, like, once you're there and once everything, is once you're there and you've been there for a day or two, I still feel like she might tell you it was a mistake that what she did, and it was just like um she felt like she was disconnected from everybody and everything. Um I also feel you might argue. I also feel you might argue about um the mistakes that's happened and over another woman. Hey Bree, how you doing? Yes, you can. So, like, once you guys see each other, I feel like it'll be okay. Hey Vita, how you doing? Thank you. I just feel like once it's all said and done, once you're there and once you leave, I still feel like there's gonna be that dispute, or that thought about that other person. Or I think it's you arguing with her about the other woman that she's hanging around. So I still feel like there's a little bit of conflict that's gonna happen, but that's normal, that's something that's probably going to happen. And as you come, as I think that things will be okay to a certain point. I think that I think for like the kids' sake, you guys might keep it together and just see how it goes, Mike. I can't guarantee you anything. Nothing's guaranteed, but all I can say is like there might be a little dispute or like a little conflict over that person that's around her. You might be telling her, look, why are you still around this person? Why are you still around your cousin or whatever? So it might be some things you see. When you actually see things going on, you might have like a different a different outlook on everything. You might see different things. So it might piss you off and you might say something, or you might just come to your senses and say, this is gonna be what's going on. Well, that's the thing, I definitely think that there's going to be a a situation where she's gonna have to make a choice. Some people this year have had a rude awakening, and some people are still going through their awakening. Some people are still going through a part of life where they have to make decisions. Every day we have to make decisions on what we're going to eat, when we're going to sleep, where we're going to work, what we're going to do. Every day is a decision. So I still feel like decisions are being made. Yeah, once she sees the kids, obviously that's going to change a lot. But once they're gone, she'll see even more. But I still feel like you should go do what you got to do and just see how it all pans out at the end. The best thing is face-to-face meetings. Face-to-face stuff, communication is the best thing. Filling shit, it ain't working. So I still see a little dispute here, Mike. Try not to give it too much of your energy and stuff like that. But see how it goes. You know what I mean? But yeah. Yeah, last chance. That's all, bro. Peanut Butter Cup, you're next, sweetheart. You can go ahead and ask your question. You're welcome, bro. Just stay positive and see how it goes. Just take it one day at a time. One day at a time. Hey. You're next, sweetheart. Oh my God. I told you already. You ain't gotta ask the question. It ain't no skin off of my back. I already told you that. It's up to you. You already know I'm gonna tell the truth regardless. Everything else is up to you, sweetheart. Okay, Vita, you're next after Peanut Butter Cup. I'm just waiting for her. She takes forever to, ask her question, write her question and stuff like that, Some people, I just pain in my ass, but I have to do, what these people want me to do, but it's not easy. Okay, so Honest. Mm-hmm. Well, no answer is an answer. All right. Yeah, exactly. Well, at least you told them what's happening. Like, you gotta communicate. You gotta tell people how you feel. I mean, because if not, you're never gonna get to the end of the situation. Speculation is not good. There's no need to speculate. Just tell the truth. Say what you have to say. Whatever happens, happens. So what's meant to be will be meant to be. People learn as they go on. All right, he feels a little timid now. He looks at you like a platonic friend, but I think he means well. He has some compassion in it, but he's not going to be active towards you. And I think that he's so focused on his life and his work and his money that he doesn't really have the time to even entertain you or to be with you. And he looks at it now as it's not going to be as pleasurable as it used to be. He feels like it's going to be a problem now, and he feels like it's an obstacle now, and he doesn't feel too good about it. He doesn't feel any good about the overall outcome about what you said. And I also feel like he can't. Another thing I feel here is like he doesn't want to be faithful. He doesn't want to be faithful. He doesn't feel like being faithful. He doesn't feel like being in a committed relationship and having just one person. I feel like he wants I feel like he would like to have multiple options, multiple partners, or like just have an open free relationship with anybody. That's how I also feel when I get in the cards here, because what I get is all about him. You don't even show up here. It's all about him and what he wants. I feel like he can be selfish, and he's only going to show gratification to people who actually he benefits off of. So if he's not benefiting off of you, he's not going to entertain you. Yeah, it doesn't matter if you were mean, as long as you were honest. But that's how he took it. He took it as, oh well, it is what it is. I really don't want to, I don't really don't care what Peanut Buttercup says. It is what it is. She said her piece, and here I am, and I don't really care. I've got my own life, and the world doesn't revolve around you. It revolves around him and what he wants to do. So that's how he took it. He took it as if, oh well, no skin off my back. I really don't care. I have my own life to worry about. That's how he took it. All right. 1 second. All right, Vita, you said, will R contact me and ask for another chance this year? We ended things because of his mother. who was the third party. What? Who are contact me and ask for another chance this year. Okay, let me check, Vita. All right, so Vita, what I get here is I don't really see contact from R this for the rest of this year. What I do get is that there's too much. There's a loss of a friendship here. There's unhappiness, family stuff going on. Obviously, um, there's also like he feels like if he comes back to you, there's like an ulterior motive situation. Hey Ninja, how are you, sweetie? So there's like a. It's almost like he doesn't want to contact you because he feels like it's done, and there is no. I don't feel like there's going to be a chance, and if there is any type of chance, it'll just be a sexual chance or just like a way to like him to throw his emotions around or throw his feelings around and just test your sincerity and see what he can get from it. But to be honest, I don't see like him contacting you from now to the end of the year. I just see like losses of friendship, differences of opinion, family stuff going on, pettiness, arguing, things like that. I think that he's like with somebody else, and I feel like he might be traveling or going on a trip or seeing somebody from another country or seeing somebody from another state. Um, I feel like he's gonna overcome. He's trying to overcome what's going on with you and him and so forth. But as far as him like contacting you and asking you for a chance, I don't really see that. And if it does, it's not gonna end well. Like it'll just be the same shit, different day. It'll just be because of like a sexual thing or trying to have a sexual thing, and that's it. And then possibly having sex and then leaving again, or just not getting exactly what you want, you know? So I don't feel like there's going to be any contact. And if there is the slightest bit of contact, it's only going to be for one reason, a sexual reason, or just to get something from nothing for you. Or, like I said, I do feel like he's probably with somebody else. And I feel like he's also like trying to like do a lot of things and go on a trip or go somewhere, like go to this person that he's dealing with now. Mm. Even if he isn't with anybody or is with, like, I think that he is got somebody around. But if he doesn't have anybody around, I think that he's just doing a lot of dishonest and crazy things. I feel like this person has a bad temper as well, and they go off because like their life is not really that great. That's what I'm getting. All right, Vita. So I don't see any possible contact for another chance, and if there is anything, it's nothing worthwhile. But hey, if you just want a sexual encounter, then that's what you'll probably get. Bria, you can go ahead and ask your question. Okay. Let me see here. All right. Okay, I got your donation. You're next. All right, cool. Bria. Okay, let's check. All right. Okay. All right. Bria, what I got here is, as far as a serious relationship, there could be a beginning of a new relationship coming, but it's going to be between 3 and 6 months. And the thing is you're going to like look at this person and say, you might judge them from the very beginning and say, is this person being honest with me? Is this person, a bad influence? Are they sincere? Are they insincere? Are they going to be my friends? Are they going to take advantage of me? I feel like you could possibly meet this person over the holidays. I mean, like, I know Thanksgiving's coming up, Christmas is coming up, New Year's. I feel like this is going to be like a New Year's Eve party or something like that, because I don't see it being like, you know, um, I mean, it's half of November already. But I feel like a holiday event or some type of festivity that you're going to, whether it's Thanksgiving, Christmas, or New Year's, like whatever like party you're going to, or you might meet somebody. But I feel like you're going to like look at a person and say, if a person comes up to you and be like, hey, what's up, gorgeous? How you doing? Blah blah blah. And they might charm you, might talk to you, but you're gonna have like a feeling like, yeah, I know what you're after. Um, I feel like it's gonna be like meaningful at some points, and I feel like you might get to know this person and start to date them. But I feel like this person only wants one thing, and that's sex, or the person is going to like make you feel unhappy, and the person is going to be like someone who just passes through your life, and then you're like, okay, well, at least I tried, and next type of vibe. But I do see like it's gonna be someone who is definitely somebody new, but I just feel like, yeah, I mean, I don't like to say it like that, but it's just that I don't really see nothing serious. You're asking me a serious relationship. Um, a serious relationship is, one that's not based just on, sex. Yeah, I asked, like, are you gonna like have a serious relationship in the next 3 to 6 months? And it's saying no, because the person that is coming into your life, you're going to be too suspicious, and they're going to try to seduce you. And I feel like, this is like a part of your past mentality. Like, you're like, okay, people have tricked me in the past. It's been hard. It's been difficult. I've been depressed. Like, I've tolerated too much, bad partners, biased partners, untrue friends. Like, you might even feel like sometimes when you're in a relationship, someone falsely accuses you of some shit that's whack. Like, and you're like, I can't believe you just. But I feel like you're gonna have like these distractions, or a temporary person coming on and off, that will flatter you, try to seduce you, be like, hey Bria, how you doing? Hey, you wanna go out? And you're like, yeah, I guess. I feel like you're gonna get like, a lot of communication from people, from, potential, takers. But like, we all know when somebody's serious and somebody's not. Like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, sure, no problem. Um, so to be honest, a serious relationship, I would say I don't see anything, but that doesn't mean that it ain't gonna happen. But it's like I feel like it's up to you, really. We can have a serious relationship with an asshole or a person who just wants to have sex. We can have a serious relationship with that person if you want to, but that's up to you. And I see that's the only choice you're going to have is someone who just wants to seduce you, and that's it. You know. I hope, and I pray that you have a good relationship one day, just like I wish I do too. But unfortunately, we just get people that just want to have sex or lies or, you know, a pain in the ass. So yeah, to answer your question, I don't see. I was, you know what, you said it right there. I've been single for a while, working on myself. The more you work on yourself, the more you'll realize that you don't need a serious relationship. You want one, and the relationship you have with yourself is the best relationship you can have because you know you're going to be loyal to you. You know you're going to take care of yourself, and then maybe one day, we might find that right person. I'm never going to give up hope on finding the right person. But even if I don't, I still love myself. I feel like, I'm the best thing for me. It's all good. I really don't give a shit anymore. I'm at the age right now where, I do, I don't, I don't. But I'm not gonna go chasing after nobody. Hell no. When I do that, it goes backwards. But it is what it is. I wish I can give everybody good news. I wish I can clone the perfect person for them, but it doesn't happen that way, unfortunately. And you know what? A lot of people this year have had bad breakups, bad divorces, bad relationships, a lot of bad things that happened this year. So I don't recommend anybody getting involved with anybody this year. I just it's just been up. It's too much bad energy going on. I actually can't wait for this year to end because it's been so bad for a lot of people. It hasn't, like, I don't really get myself too involved with anybody, to be honest. Like there was always like someone who is in my energy or tries to be in there, but I don't really care for, like, for me to be in a serious relationship and for anybody to be in a serious relationship that is serious. Then you got to love yourself first. And also got to make sure that you never get that person. You never, like, allow that person to like, treat you like some, gardening tool or a fucking mat that they can put their feet all over and just, you know, I preach this every time to a lot of women that don't settle for less, settle for the best. Don't just be with somebody just because they look good or they smell good or whatever. Yeah, celebrities are breaking up. Celebrities are human beings like us. They have problems, they have situations. But like, it seems like a divorce is the end thing these days. People don't just treat a divorce like it's nothing. A divorce is even more expensive than the wedding. Um, yeah, I would say, yeah. I think that this year has been worse because of people finally, like, are understanding what's going on in the world. Um, I hate to say it, but some social media platforms are actually good because the truth is finally being told. And people are finally realizing that the truth is being told, but you just was oblivious to the truth. See, some people are gullible and they believe the wrong things. People take people's word for it. A lot of people follow, but they don't know how to lead. And a lot of people need the social media and other people to think for them and tell them what to do. Okay, everybody, let's go get this. Let's go do that. So everybody would do it because it's the thing to do. Nobody really has any common sense or their own thinking or their own ways or their own brain these days. They just want to do what everybody else does. And if the media says Marky Mark's Terror is a fraud, then everybody's going to say, yep, he's a fraud. They're not even going to try to talk to me. They're going to say, yeah, the media said, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram said Marky Mark's Terror is a fraud. By the way, psychic shit is fake. Tarot is evil. So if everybody thinks that way, then everybody's going to think that way. You got me? So that's what I think. That's why I think this year is worse, because people had a chance to reflect on what happened, how we were all prisoners in our home because of some bullshit disease that apparently is not as bad as people say. But who am I to say anything, because I'll get canceled or I'll get deleted or I'm just stupid because I don't have the vaccine, right? I really don't care what anybody thinks. I'm going to be who I want to be. And I'm not changing for nobody. I'm who I am, like it or leave it. All right, Bria, you can ask your question when you're ready. Okay. Well, I just finished saying that, people, I tell everybody there's good and bad in everything. A gun doesn't kill anybody unless you use it to kill somebody. You abuse things, then it's bad, right? It becomes bad. I will sit here and tell you, I'm one of those people that will sit here and tell you that if you're addicted to tarot, then that's okay. It's okay to be addicted to things. Just don't allow yourself to depend on it being right all the time. Because like I tell people many times, imagine if you're the spirit that's dead, that's giving the information to me to give to you. And I tell you the right answer, I give you the right information, and you're like, okay, cool. Then you see another psychic doing the same thing, saying, okay, yeah, $5 questions. You go in there, let me see if this person says the same thing. So by doing that, getting a second opinion or a second confirmation, you're already pissing that spirit off and saying, you know what? I just gave you the goddamn answer. So why are you going to go in another room spending more money on me telling you the same thing? So now I got to go in this person's room, fly over as a spirit and say, okay, well, I'm going to make sure that they tell them the same thing. Because if not, this person's going to go crazy. Look, I used to watch videos all the time too. I used to be the client instead of being the reader, And I don't really ask too many things anymore. I don't really give a shit anymore. I just live my life because I feel like I was disrespecting myself by asking multiple people the same question. And then when I was not getting the right answers or the results, I never blamed the psychic. I blamed myself because I know that I was the issue. I didn't want to hear the truth, or I didn't want to hear the outcome, what they said, it's all right to get readings and it's all right to see videos. Just don't make it your daily life thing. Just don't make it your, tarot is not a problem. It's not an addiction. You made it an addiction. You made it a problem because you have to know everything. Why do you have to know everything? Why do you have to ask everything? Anything you got to do is take care of yourself and just do whatever you have to do. Let life pan out. But some people, it's like they have to, and they honestly believe, like if somebody says, "Oh, what is this person thinking about me?" and I tell you, and then you actually think that that is the truth, and then what if it is, it is. But if it isn't, and that person, you see that person face to face, and they tell you something, then you're gonna think that person's telling the truth or they're lying. So you're always getting conflicting answers no matter what. That's why I always tell people, don't ask me about that person. You ask them. So that way you get the answer. you know? But I understand like people just use it as a form of trying to get information. And you know what? It works many times. A lot of people do get the right information. And a lot of people just want confirmation. And a lot of people just abuse it. If you abuse it, you're not going to get the right answers. I'll tell you that right now. Well, like I said, Peanut, I'll get to your question, Bria. Hold on a sec. The thing is, Peanut Butter Cup, listen to me. I already told you a million times that if this guy was serious, he would be with you right now. People have to understand if somebody really cares about you, really truly wants you, they would do whatever it takes to be with you. Correct? So if the person's not putting in the same amount of effort or any effort at all, then what's the sense of even asking about them or dealing with the person? You got to get yourself to a point where you got to say, okay, I'm only going to deal with people who show me that they really care about me. Until you get somebody like that, then there's no point in giving that person the time of day. You're wasting your time, your effort, and you're just wasting your life with someone who don't give a shit about you. You know? Exactly. Well, the thing is, I think we have too much high expectations on people. That's my take on people. Yeah, that's why I try to separate my opinions, or I just give I don't give really too much. Like, when I'm reading somebody, I read it and I tell them, what I see. But the thing is like I just give advice on, they ask me, well, what do you think I should do? And I'll just tell them, well, if I were you, I would do this because that's what I would do. But I'm the type of person, like I'm kind of like raw, and I'm like, fuck you, see you later. That's my mode. That's my mentality. If you ain't giving me the time of day, then you can go to hell. Like I don't care about you. Like, but if you're meant to be in my life, and you love me and you care about me and you give me the same energy I give you, then we're gonna be perfect friends. We're gonna be great. But as soon as you start disrespecting me, lying to me, and not communicating with me, then why do I need you in my life? And I don't understand why people don't do the same shit. If people don't give you 100%, get rid of them. Don't deal with them no more. It's so easy. But people just think that a person is going to change for them. Who made you a prize? What makes you think that person really wants you? If they do, they're going to be right next to you. And then you won't have to deal with me or anybody else to get answers. All right. So you've been applying for a high-paying remote job like crazy so I can move. Do you see a remote job coming in soon? All right, let me check that. Yeah, I mean, some people can't understand why they I mean, I don't really like to judge how people ask me questions. I ask the question in a way where it can be answered. Um, and another thing is, people want to know about people's feelings too much. But sometimes cards don't really show feelings because there is none. The only way these cards are going to show me feelings is if there is real, true feelings. If the feelings are fake, then nothing's going to come up. And if I say that, then people are going to say, well, that can't be Mark because he told me this, he told me that. So what makes you think? So he's lying to you then. That person is lying to you. The person's fucking lying. If I don't see feelings, then that means that person's lying to you about their feelings. And if there is feelings, then the person's going to be right next to you and they're going to entertain you, call you, talk to you, text you, feel you, touch you, whatever. Like, what part of that you not understand? But I get it though. I used to be the same way. That's why I don't knock anybody. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm here helping everybody now. So I know how it is. I still ask questions to my fellow psychic friends. I call it terror blackmail. Just to laugh about it, Oh, yeah. Well, that's clickbait. X wants you back shit, that's all clickbait. I stopped watching the signs and all that because I'm an Aquarius and all the Aquarius videos were all to do with things that I don't do. Like, I'm not that Aquarius person that they were talking about. And how could you base your life on a 12 zodiac sign reading that's not even meant for you? It's meant for everybody. And people want to claim it so bad. Oh yeah, that's me. That's definitely what I'm going through. Okay. So word for word, that person said that was your reading then. You people are damn delusional. Hey Nina, how are you, sweetheart? Yeah, I stopped watching a lot of readers because all they wanted was to con you to believe that shit was actually gonna happen, and it didn't. Hey, there you go. If you think like that, then it'll happen for you. Yeah. Oh no, Nina, I hope you feel better, sweetheart. All right. As far as this remote job in the next 2 months, it's also telling me that it's not a wise thing to get, or it's you wishful thinking. It's your imagination. It might be your dream. It might be if you think that that's going to be your success, it's it's just your illusion, yeah, Bob wants you back. There you go. I feel like this is a fantasy of yours, or I wouldn't say a fantasy, but I think that you're a person that you want that, but it's not gonna be what you think. That's what I'm getting. This remote job might not be exactly what you think it is. I think that once you get it, you're gonna be well, I waited for this shit. But I don't even see you getting it in the next 2 months. Because there's just a lot of frustration or a failure to meet the test. I feel you might put in if you put in resumes or you like ask for the job, I feel like there's a lot of other people like wanting the same job, or they're not really interested in your resume, or they're not really interested in they could be like, it's almost like it could be like a short term deal, or it's like you're not going to get as much. If you get the offer, it's not going to be what you want. It's not going to be like reality. It's just going to be like another bullshit job, or it's going to be like the pay is not going to be significant. It's not going to be good. You're not going to benefit from it. Like, and if you do get this job, you might be there for like a month or 2 months and be like, yeah, I don't even want this job anymore. It was like, it was just it was like an illusionary success that I had in my mind. And it was wishful thinking, and it was foolish. I should have never done this. Like, I feel like that's how you're going to feel if you get the job. But I don't even see you like, I feel like you're a faithful and loyal person. I feel like, you can be trusted, and I feel like you got good intentions, and you want all these things, but I feel like this is not like the type of job that you're going to get. And if you do, it's going to be like a short-lived thing. You're probably going to go and you're going to be like, yeah, to hell with this. This is not even worth my time, my effort, or my energy. Like, I feel like you might get an offer, but the offer might not be what you want. So I don't really see like that actually happening in the cards. Let me read your question. You say here, yeah, you've been applying for it. Yeah. So the thing is, I don't see it coming, like, but I feel like your resume speaks for itself. Like, they think of you as a person who they can get, but they need somebody who, on a short-term basis. And I feel like you want long-term basis. But if you do want this short-term type of thing, then you can get it. But I don't feel like you're gonna like want the short-term deal. So I'll put it to you this way: a short-term deal can be possible in the next 2 months, but a long-term, like, nice job from this remote stuff, I just don't see it happening. Like, yeah. I feel like people look at you as a good teacher, though. I feel like people look at you and trust you. You're a consistent person, and you're like, people think that what you say is important and what you do for a job is important. Look, I know being a teacher these days is probably very stressful. My sister is a teacher, and she has a lot of stress because she says kids are super rude. She teaches sixth grade, and she says kids are not like they used to be. And I said, obviously not. The times have changed. They have way more than what we had. We had shit. We had nothing compared to, if you're over 40 years old, there was no such thing as technology. When I was growing up, I had a square TV, not a flat screen. That shit was, had knobs on it like a fucking oven. We had to put tinfoil on our antenna to catch the signal. Okay? There was no internet, no nothing. These kids, they're born into this world with everything given to them. There's a very few percentage that, have to deal with that. Yeah, I understand, but you know what? Being a teacher, I sympathize for you. I know that you probably wanted a different job because of the craziness. I don't blame you. Let me ask you something. Have you ever considered being a tutorer and doing tutoring from your home? Like allowing the mother to drop the kid off to you, and you like getting like maybe 10 kids a week and making money just off your hourly rate to teach kids and tutor them, as a full-time job. You're still going to teach, but you're going to do it individually, like being a full-time tutor. I find that that is a good solution because you're not dealing with 20 kids, and you're not going to deal with like the classroom, the drama. You're going to be in your own space, your own phone, your own way, your own time, your own plan, your own life in your own house. Yeah, yeah. I understand that. I feel for you on that. Um, and that's probably another reason why, now that you've told me you're a teacher, that's probably another reason why, it's hard to find a man, because some men can't handle having like a teacher as their girlfriend, or like a mate, because like having a teacher. I'll tell you a brief story, right? My sister, she has a master's and bachelor's degree. She went, yeah, try it. I think it's a great suggestion from me to you, because I know some people that have done it. I have a lot of friends that teach, and they I know a teacher that used to teach me. She doesn't teach anymore because kids are so disrespectful, and she's not really getting the money she wants. So she went full-time tutoring, and she makes ridiculous money, and she does it right from her home, and she gets one-on-one training with the kids. And a lot of people want that. Like, if you offer it, because I feel like you have the patience for that. I feel like you can do it. You know, if you're certified, then why not? Or you could do it remotely. You can say, hey, I can tutor you remotely. Just go on Zoom or wherever or whatever. Do whatever you have to do. That's my suggestion. But I feel like most men can't handle being with a woman of a caliber of a teacher, because I remember when my sister went to go get married at the church. Before she got married, the priest told my brother-in-law and said, look, you're going to marry an educated woman. You don't have education like she does, so it might affect your marriage with the intellect. The priest had the nerve to say that shit to my brother-in-law and say, pretty much, you're marrying a smart woman and you're a dumb fuck. So do you think that this marriage is going to work? And my sister got offended and told the priest off, type of way, in a certain way, and said, look, love is stronger than that. Like, and why would you say that? He's just saying, I'm just putting it out there. Like, you're marrying a high school dropout and you're a teacher, like, but what does that have to do with love and marriage? So the priest was like kind of disrespected them, in my opinion. But he made sense in a way, because some people would look at that like, so he was basically looking out for the guy, saying, you're about to marry a know-it-all woman, and you're the man, so you shouldn't be marrying this know-it-all woman. That's how, like, he took it, and that's what my sister told me that time. But that's like me. I'm a high school dropout, but that doesn't mean anything. I have my own business, and have my own business for 15 years. And I have plenty of talents, and I do a lot of things. So I don't really give a shit what anybody says. And if I marry a teacher, I'll be proud. I'll be happy, because I'm marrying somebody that actually has a brain, or, likes kids and likes teaching people, and, has a good job. I don't want to marry a stripper, Well, I mean, if she was making good money and, not selling herself, then that'd be different. But, you know what I mean? Just talking reality, though. Everybody has their own preferences, but, people say things like that. So that's why it's probably hard for you to probably find a guy, because once they find out you're a teacher, they're like, oh, okay, I know I can't like pull the wool over her eyes. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. I feel they do. I don't. Me personally, I don't. But I've heard men tell me that. And I've heard men tell me, oh, she's too smart for me. Fuck that. Or she makes more money than me. So I feel like I'm a piece of shit compared to her. Like, I'm heard men tell me that shit. It's just like me. I've been a business owner for 15 years. I have my own place, my own apartment. I have my, I have a good life in my opinion. You know, so when a woman that doesn't have a business sees me and she just works at like a grocery store or something, if I like her, I'm gonna approach her, and I don't give a fuck if she's a cashier at a grocery store, she works at wherever. As long as she treats me right and we love each other, I don't really care what job she has or what education she has. Respect, trust is the main thing. I don't really care if you have education or you have a good job. Yes, it's a plus in some forms of way because you have somebody to help you on the same financial level. But I'd rather have somebody that I love and care about than have somebody that's gonna treat me like shit but just have a lot of money. Because we're gonna die and that money's gonna stay right there. And that house that we buy is gonna rot away or somebody else is gonna have it. So what's better? You can answer that question yourself. Yeah, a lot of men are really insecure and a lot of women are too. As a man, some women will look at me and say, "Oh well, I can't be with Mark because he's way ahead of me and he's gonna like run my life, or he's gonna try and control me because he has more money than me. He has more, he has a business. He's more, he's this, he's that. Women are the same way when it comes to a guy. Like some women will be like, "Oh, I definitely want him because I'm gonna milk him for every dollar he has, or I'm gonna like." He has a business, so I'm going to go after him because I know he's going to support me financially and I have a good job too. So us together, we can build a future together. But some people just look at, okay, well, if the sex is great, then he's great. Until it finishes working, then you're going to go find some other D to go after, right? So it works both ways. Like I think that males and females, they're they have options, they take them. Sometimes they make the wrong mistake, they make the wrong option turn into a mistake. They make things worse than what they want. And at the end of the day, there is no perfect relationship, but there is to you or to that person. You can be perfect for each other. But I think there's a lot of insecurities now more than ever because the world is based on money and image and how much can you offer? How much do you have? What are you going to do for me? I want a man that's going to, keep me home with the kids. I don't have to work for the rest of my life. He can just breed me and we'll have all these kids and I'll just stay home all day and do absolutely nothing. I'll love him and care about him, but I'll just take care of the kids because I don't want to work no more. He makes millions of dollars, so we're good. And that person will be loyal and faithful. And then you have the opposite. You have the opposite where they say, okay, I'm gonna milk him for everything he has while he's at work, busting his ass, and my kids are at school. I'm gonna go get some dick from somebody else. And I'm gonna try and get away with it as much as I can. Because at the end of the day, I'm still going to get money because I'm going to get a divorce and I'm just going to milk this guy for everything he has. And it works both ways. The woman does it to the man does it to the woman. Woman, man, whoever, relationships are everything these days. Would you give someone a chance if they lied about them having a job? No. Once they lied, the chance goes out the window. Oh yeah, definitely. If you lie, then you're gone. That to me is like a no-no. Because if you lie and you don't even like, and if you lie, then that's obviously you're hiding something. So if you're hiding something, why do I even want to entertain you? If you're honest with me from day one, that's how the trust builds. That's how the relationship flows. And that's how it grows into a better relationship more and more. Because if you never have to say that, oh, my man don't lie to me or my woman don't lie to me. I know they don't because they prove it, or I never, I don't catch them in any lies. I don't, from day one, I met them and they said everything. And you know what? Being honest is actually a problem. And it has been a problem for me, because the more honest I am when I meet somebody, like they are like, okay, well, he says he owns his own business. Okay, he does this, he does that, he lives here. Oh, he's from that. Oh, he does this, he does that. Oh, he knows this, but well, oh well, fuck, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do for him? How am I going to fit in this person's life? But if I sit there and lie to you, you probably love me and care about me and give me all the attention in the world because I lied to you. And that's what you want. You want the Young and the Restless soap opera drama. But that's not what I want. Never did, never will. But to answer your question, if you lie to me about anything, then that's your exit card right there. You can see you later. That's something I can't stand, to be honest. Lying is the worst thing that can ever happen, because you lose confidence in the person, you lose all your respect for the person, because there's no sense in lying. And some people would say, oh, well, I lie because I don't know you. Well, how is that justifying your lie? I don't give a shit if you don't know me. You can still be honest with a person you don't know. So what happens if I was the person that you're supposed to be with for the rest of your life? Do you regret your lie now? Maybe that one lie can be pushed aside if that's why you did it. But you still got to prove the truth after that lie. And I'm still going to think about that one lie in the beginning, because when you make me feel like suspicious, I'm going to say, yeah, see, this comes back to that lie. If they did it once, they'll do it again. And, everybody lies. Everybody has to lie at one point, or does lie at one point. It's a part of life. We're human. And some people lie. I lie to people that I don't like. So if they say to me, oh, are you going to go to this place? I'm like, yeah, I'll be there. And I won't go. And I'll be like, they'll be like, oh, I never saw you there. Yeah, I didn't feel like going. I'm not going to tell you what I'm doing if I don't know you like that. But that's like, people that that are nosy, disrespectful, and, people that you don't want to know your business. Like, I'll lie to them. I don't give a shit. If I have to lie to fucking tell you, I ain't telling you my life. You don't deserve to know anything about me. And who are you to know about my life anyway? But like, if I meet a woman that I can see as a potential partner, I'm definitely not gonna lie to her. Hell no, because I want her to trust me from jump. But it's confusing, because sometimes, if you lie, you get the person. The person will be like, okay, cool, he lied, yay, That's the thing. It's so weird nowadays. Like, it's like the less communication you give, the more you get. The more you give, it's like, oh, it's too much. I can't handle it. Oh, they're too nice. They're too honest, and I'm trying to find something bad about them, but there is nothing. So I don't want them. I want negativity. That's what I want. It's delusional to me how people are. I just don't get it. And that's why there's a lot of single people in this world. Because the single people that have been single for a long time, they now realize that in order for them to be in a relationship, in a relationship, in a serious relationship, that's a whole nother ball game, because a serious relationship is developed over time. But just getting into a relationship and getting to know somebody, like, if you're not having sex in the first month or two, then the person's gonna probably leave. Or the person's probably gonna be like, yeah, I'll just go bang somebody else until this person gives me what I want. And then we'll go from there. Like, lying is like a daily thing. It's a regular thing now. It always has been, really, but like in relationships, it's worse, I feel. Right, exactly. Yeah. Well, that's it. You said it right there. The worst part about lying is having to keep up with the lie that's too much. Just be honest. Exactly. If you are honest from jump, then that's why you get the respect you get. And that's why I have respect from a lot of people because I don't lie to them. I don't have to lie to nobody. Lying is just dumb. But I'll, like I said, the only time I'll lie is to a pokey, nasty person that I don't like, that I'll just say random, if they lie to me, I'll lie right back to them just to give them their own medicine. But it's like a lie that, is not significant because you're talking to a liar, you know? So if you're talking to a liar, you might as well lie to him too. But if you want to be serious and you want, you're doing something, then obviously you're not going to lie because you know that the person you're talking to is worth your honesty. They're worth being honest too. See, there's different things like they always say honesty is the best policy, and it is. The more honest you are, the better your life will be because you don't have to remember all the lies. Exactly, and that's why being old school and being over 40, you understand that you don't have to be on social media lying about your life, but at the same time, people that lie, they seem to have everything they want. That's the sad part of it all. The liars, the cheaters, the people who disrespect people, they don't have the best life, but they have like more than you. They have like a lot of money, or they have a lot of things, or they have jobs that they don't deserve, or people that they don't deserve. It seems like that way all the time. It seems like that's the way the world is. Like, the more dumb shit you do, it doesn't matter. But I some people that's the case, but obviously not everybody. But this year I've seen a lot of karma related instances where people that I know that's done dumb shit, they're getting karma like all the time. This has been the year of karma, in my opinion. Like a lot of people have gotten karma because of their lies, because of their deception, because of their stupid ways, because of their bad beliefs, or their like them believing in fake narratives and fake shit. Yeah, hiding behind a screen. That's what a lot of people do. You know, um, it happens, on this platform many times. When I'm in here, I don't know anybody that's on here personally. Everybody's behind a screen. I'm behind a screen, but I'm showing myself because I don't care. It is what it is. I'm not doing nothing wrong, you know. But to some people, it's a crime to be a psychic or a tarot reader, or to give somebody advice, or to be honest, or to just be a person who's single and likes to be that way, and that's just the way it is. But there's a lot more single people now because people are just too smart now to get themselves in a bad relationship or a bad position or a bad life. I think a lot more people now are spiritually inclined, and I feel like as my generation, people in their 40s, I feel like they're more aware that they don't really need a relationship, they want one. So when they do get one, they're going to like analyze it to no end, and make sure they look at all options, all situations. They're gonna make sure that person's right. They're gonna not gonna make sure they don't make the same mistakes they used to make. All the above. I think they're going to be like totally, um, you know, on the shit. Like they're gonna make sure it's the right thing. And I think that's what makes the people mad is that they feel like they're being you know criticized, or they feel like they're being critiqued too much. You know, if that's a thing. They always want to find out, what's wrong with the person. If you're single, there's something wrong with you. That's how people view single people nowadays. So see how you came in here and you said, I've been single for a while, working on myself. When do you see a serious relationship? That's a question that I ask all the time. And the thing is sometimes, people like us and people like that are single and my age or whatever, they get to a point where they just keep working on themselves and they realize that, the way the world is, there's nothing you can do about it. Like you just have to either, suck it up and just be single and wait for the right person or go find the right person or just, keep working on yourself, or you just go get a random person just to be with somebody because you're lonely. And then you go through that drama, the anxiety, the bullshit, and then you say, okay, I'm done. Back to being single again. Then somebody else comes, and then, it starts all over again. It's a cycle. So I also feel like being this age and also being through some relationships, you have like you have like knowledge of how people really are and what you really want. And if you're not gonna get what you want, you'll just stay single because that's what makes you happy, is being and working on yourself. So I always tell people there's nothing wrong with being single. It's just people that are actually in relationships have more problems than us. They tell me, people that are in relations tell me, oh, you're doing the right thing, Mark, stay single. Once you get with somebody, it's a pain in the ass. You got to do this, you got to do that, you got to do this, you got to do that. If I would have known what I know today, I never would have been with this person. You know how many times I've heard that this year? Tons of times. I've had a lot of friends that I used to go to school with, and half of my class is divorced, and the other half is single, still till today. Or they're probably like, in a bad situation, or they just don't care. It's just the way it is. Not everybody's meant to have kids. Not everybody's meant to get married. Not everybody's meant to be in a relationship. Not everybody's meant to be a carpenter, a plumber, an electrician, a teacher, a doctor. It's just life. Your path is different from everybody else's. And my opinion is the worst thing we can do is envy other people's lives. It's good to dream. It's good to wish. It's good to like want. But at the end of the day, you got to ask yourself, do you need that? Do you really need it? And when you start loving yourself so much, all that shit will go out the window. You'll be like, oh, whatever. I'll find it. When the right person comes, I'll deal with it. If it does happen, it happens. It happens. Done and done. That's when you know you're on the right path. That's when you know you're really valuing yourself. I've been telling a lot of people on here for a long time, especially the women, obviously, that don't settle for just anybody. You got to make sure you're going for the right person. I don't want you to come back in here and say, oh, I should have never went with that guy. I knew it, but I still dealt with him. And then when he fucks you and leaves you, you're going to sit there and say, oh, he's an asshole. No, dummy. You should have never let him do it because you're the problem. You should have never allowed him to take advantage of you. If you knew that from the jump, then why do it? So that's my take on all those things. That's the way it is. It's a part of life. A to the A. How you doing, sweetheart? How you been? Hi, hi. Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Hope you are too. Miss you. Love you too. You been good? Good. I'm glad you're good. I'm glad, sweetheart. You deserve the happiness. You deserve everything. Everything good. It's nice to see you. I'm glad you stopped by and said hi. I'm here shooting the shit with everybody, talking about relationships, being single, being in relationships, all this shit. Yeah, I've been on IG last night for like 2 hours. Elizabeth was in there talking to me, a few other people, and then that was it. The notifications aren't going out because some people tell me, "Look, man, I look for your notifications." I say, "Look, that's not. I can't help that. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it don't." I know. I just finished telling people in here that being in a relationship is a lot of work, stressful and shitty. You just got to take it the way it comes. Sometimes you're better off being single. But hey, it's all good. It's good while you're only in the world so long. You might as well enjoy the stressful and shitty parts of it here and there. When you can't tolerate it no more, then you just go back to being single. Fuck it. You know. Yeah, IG is acting up. Even last night, people were going in and out, in and out, in and out, like saying that it was clipping out, kicking them out. It's just really bad. So even on here in the beginning, it was clipping in and out, in and out. It's just it's like being in a relationship with social media. It's not easy. Technology, see, they said it was going to be great. I see that. But it's all good though. Life's too short to worry too much. Everybody just got to do what they got to do. Be happy, and make every day count. Don't waste any time. You know, do what you can. Try and stay as happy and healthy as you can. And don't listen to everybody. Don't listen to bullshit. If you feel deep down inside it's not right, then it's not right. If it is right, then feel it, do it, and see how the outcome comes. It's your world. You just gotta make it. You just gotta live in it. Stop doing what everybody else says. Do what you gotta do. Anyway, it's past midnight here. So if anybody else wants to ask a question or get a message, let me know now because I'm gonna go in about 10 minutes. I gotta work. You too, sweetheart. Good seeing you. I always wonder why, a lot of people this year told me that they're not happy with their jobs and they're not happy, like, with their life and things like that. But, we have ourselves to blame. If you want to make life better, you got to make better choices. It's that simple. Yeah, Brother Love is, he'll be around. He'll be around next Saturday coming. Brother Love's the man. He'll be around on Saturday. I might do a Brother Love show this Saturday. I feel like being frisky. I'll actually do a poster and put it up on my IG. Yeah, exactly. Life is definitely what we make it, but I feel like this year a lot of people is have been telling me that they're not happy with their life and their job, and they want to change. They don't know what to do. They want to get away from negative people. We everybody has options. We just have to find the right option. We have to find the right solution. We have to do what's best for us. We have to dodge the bullet. We have to get away from negative situations, negative people, negative jobs. If you feel like your job is not the right job, or you feel like your life is not the right life, then you have to make the change. And I always tell people, if you make the right change, then the universe is going to put you in the right place because you made the right change, you made the right decision. you know yeah, I believe that saying, definitely. But I also like believe that he can only do so much. And the reason why he makes us uncomfortable to make the needed changes. But see, people will ask him, but people are oblivious to change sometimes, you know, because if God makes you feel uncomfortable to make the change, then you might feel like God's not giving you anything, but really He is. The uncomfortableness is for you to make the change, but you don't want to make the change. I've had this conversation a million times where people in this world are too comfortable with how they live. They don't want to change their ways. They feel like they can't go nowhere, or they just don't have like the mentality or the brass balls to do shit. Like, we all have opportunities. And if you don't believe you have an opportunity, then you're gonna be comfortable doing nothing and being nothing and not doing the right things that you're supposed to be doing. I learned that years ago. If you don't have a good support system around you, like if you have friends and family that say, "Oh, don't do that. Are you crazy?" As soon as you hear that, that's when you know you got to do it. Because when you have people around you that don't confide in you or don't believe in you, and those are the people you don't want around you. You want somebody that says, "Yeah, you're right. You should do it," or somebody who gives you the right advice or gives you the right idea, doesn't hate on you and doesn't want you. If somebody wants you to succeed, you'll feel the vibe. You'll feel the trust. You'll feel the confidence built in you from that person to you. And that's just how it is. I always try to motivate every person who comes in here. I don't want to hear you can't do this and you can't do that. You can do it. You just got to do it. If I can do it, you can do it. I've changed a lot of people's minds to believing in themselves because it happened to me for many years. People always ran me down and said, "No, you're never going to make it, man." Even my principal, she told me, "You're never going to amount to nothing, Mark." Yeah, see, you divorce your ex. See, fuck him. And your life has been perfectly fine, I'm sure. But, yeah, exactly. Because you got rid of the negative energy. You got rid of the negative person in the room. When my brother divorced his wife for cheating on him, the kids evolved. They felt like they were no longer in prison. They gained 50 pounds each. They turned into big, strong men. They both have jobs. And they both live happily ever after with my brother, which is their dad. And they're happy without their whole mom. And she's suffering, getting beat up and fucked by her cheating fucking boyfriend. So, people get karma for their stupidity. They get theirs. Yeah, it's so real. And you know what? It's happened a lot this year. People's karma have finally caught up with them. And I try not to wish or like laugh at somebody getting karma. But you know what? It is satisfying to see some people get karma because they're bad fucking people. They done a lot of bad shit. And And people they get karma in so many ways, more than what we actually think. Because you know what a lot of people don't realize is that you go to sleep at night. And when you go to sleep at night, some people have multiple dreams about multiple things. And when that person wakes up, sometimes you forget the dream, sometimes you don't get, you don't understand it, or you remember it. So even if you don't see the physical karma, that mental karma is a bitch. That mental karma will get you. You dreaming about the person that you fear. You dreaming about situations that hasn't happened in reality, but you have it in your mind. You getting the karma, and it happens in your dreams, and it ruins your sleep, and it makes you mentally drained. Mental drainedness, mental being mentally drained is sometimes worse than being physically drained. So the mental karma is getting a lot of people too, because a lot of people think that, oh well, nothing physical is gonna happen to me, but mentally it's worse because you're constantly thinking. So there's a lot of mental anxiety out there with a lot of people, and that's their karma. Their karma is a lot of people's karma this year is mental anxiety, wondering if they made the right decisions, wondering if they're doing the right thing, wondering if they fuck that person over and they're going to get bit in the ass, wondering if they're going to have their job, wondering if they're going to have money. Mental karma is the worst karma, in my opinion. Obviously, physical karma is also bad, but at the end of the day, when you don't have bad things happen to you, that's when you know you're doing the right thing. That's when you know you're living righteous, and you have your conscience is free. But hey, some people just don't get it. There was a person talking shit about me here in Bermuda. A person was talking shit about me, and it got back to me. And the person lied about me and said all this shit. And the person that they told it to, little do they know, knows me and got back to me. And I said, yeah, well, that's not true. What they said is not true. Obviously, they just, they hate me. They're jealous of me. So they're going to lie about me and say stupid shit to justify their own, lies. That's what happens. And the last 2 days, this person's been sick. There you go. That's what happens when you talk shit about people and you lie about people. You get harmed. That's the way it is. I tell people the last person you want to talk shit about is somebody who believes in God and has God in their heart. Because what's that saying? It says, God took this person out of your life because he heard things you didn't. And that's the facts right there. Some people don't believe that shit, see, but I do. I know God hears a lot of things I don't hear. That's why he punishes those people who talk shit about me, because I ain't doing nothing wrong to nobody. If I was, then I'll be getting karma too. Anyway, that's enough for me tonight. It's 12:30 in the morning here. I'm gonna get out of here. It's been nice. I've been nice talking. Sometimes talking on here about life and about stuff is better than like pulling cards and doing things. But I love talking to everybody and talking to like-minded people and having good conversations about life and about things. So I will see everybody next time. I'll probably be on here tomorrow at some point in time, maybe the same time, like late, because tomorrow's Friday night, so I'll be on here a little later. So yeah, you guys enjoy your weekend. If I don't see you, enjoy your Friday, TGIF. And I will see everybody next time. Thanks for the donations, the loves, the likes, all that stuff. I appreciate it. Thank you.